Most people think love is obvious, you'll just know. But here's the uncomfortable truth. A man can care for you deeply, yet never say the words, "I love you." So how do you know the difference between someone who's just interested and someone who's truly in love? Today, I'm going to give you 6 hidden psychological patterns that reveal the truth, patterns he can't fake. And trust me, once you understand these, you'll never again waste your time guessing if his feelings are real. These are not cliches. These are rooted in human behavior. And if you listen closely, you'll see them clearly in the man who's genuinely in love with you. Now, before I share the last pattern, let me ask you, if you're finding this helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because I've got so many more insights to help you build the kind of love you deserve. Stop everything you're doing right now, because what comes next will shake the ground under what you thought you understood about men and love. For years, people have told you to play hard to get, to keep mystery alive, to follow clever-sounding rules that often leave you going in circles. But the truth is not only different, it's far more unsettling. Real psychology and biology have already uncovered patterns that run deeper than charm or smooth words. This message may feel uncomfortable at first, because it asks you to let go of the myths that shaped how you see romance. Most women have been trained to look only for the obvious signs, waiting for confessions, chasing men who keep them uncertain. What they miss are the deeper signals that reveal something stronger than words. These signals aren't in modern dating advice. They're not in what your friends tell you, and they're not in the little games men often play. They come from his nervous system and his biology, running far beneath his awareness. Here's the unsettling truth. While many women run after mixed signals and feel hooked to the roller coaster of drama, they often walk past the men who are truly falling in love. These men aren't loud about it. They don't rely on perfect lines. Instead, their bodies and brains expose them in ways they cannot fake. It's like watching a neon light flash in the dark, yet many don't notice it. On this journey, you're about to learn 6 hidden psychological patterns no man can control. They show up when his entire emotional world begins to change around you. They are rare, they are powerful, and once you see them, you will never look at love the same way again. Pattern 1. The mirror effect. When his brain starts syncing with yours, something almost mystical happens. When a man begins to fall deeply for someone, his brain and body move in rhythm with hers, as if his whole system adjusts to her presence without him even realizing it. This is called the mirror effect, and it's one of the strongest signs that his feelings go far beyond simple attraction. You may notice it in small ways first. He starts using your favorite phrases naturally without realizing it. His texting style slowly begins to follow your pace and rhythm. His tone of voice changes to match the way you speak. And when you sit together, his posture unconsciously copies yours within minutes. These aren't calculated moves. They're signs that his nervous system is syncing with you. Scientists explain this through mirror neurons, special brain cells that activate when we observe another person. They create something known as emotional contagion, where one person's emotional state literally transfers to another. When you're excited, his energy lifts. When you're sad, his mood drops, even if he doesn't know why. His system is aligning with yours as if your emotions are guiding his. This level of synchronization can almost feel supernatural. It's not just copying body language. It's a deep biological alignment that shows his primitive brain has marked you as important. The mirror effect doesn't happen with every woman. It only happens when his subconscious senses compatibility at a level beyond looks or charm. What makes it more powerful is how it disrupts his sense of control. Men are often taught to stay independent and composed, but when this mirror effect takes over, he cannot hide how connected he feels. Sometimes he may even pull back after an intense moment with you, not because he's lost interest, but because he feels overwhelmed by how much of himself is blending with you. The truth is, anyone can pretend to be interested for a short while. They can fake charm or say the right words, but no one can fake unconscious neural synchronization. When you notice the mirror effect, you're seeing a rare biological recognition. It's a pattern that shows something real, powerful and nearly impossible to deny. Pattern 2, selective vulnerability. The trust test. When a man starts falling for someone, he doesn't open his entire heart all at once. Instead, he shows small pieces of himself in moments that may look ordinary but carry deep meaning. This is called selective vulnerability, and it's one of the clearest signs that he's testing whether he can trust you with his truest self. It usually begins with something subtle. He might share a story about a failure that once mattered to him. He could admit to a childhood insecurity that still lingers in his mind. Or he may confess a fear about the future or a dream he hides because he worries others will laugh. To you it might sound small, but to him it's a real risk. These moments aren't random. They are trust probes, quiet tests to see if you'll listen, understand, and protect his truth without judgment. If you respond with care and presence, he relaxes and opens another door. If you dismiss it, minimize it, or change the topic, that door shuts, and you may never see that side of him again. There's an evolutionary reason behind this. For thousands of years, men were taught that showing weakness could lead to danger, abandonment, or loss of respect. Guarding emotions became tied to survival, so when he chooses to reveal even a small part of his inner world, it means his instincts tell him you're safe, that you're worth the risk. That's why selective vulnerability is so powerful. A man who is only interested on the surface will never go there. He'll keep things light and easy. But a man who truly cares cannot stop himself from showing pieces of his authentic self. It will feel different from normal conversation, because the moment carries weight. When he says he rarely talks about this or admits he's never told anyone before, pay attention. That's not small talk, it's a breakthrough. It's his way of silently saying he's beginning to trust you with the most fragile parts of who he is. And that kind of trust is one of the strongest and rarest signals of real love. Pattern 3, focused attention, his memory palace. When a man is genuinely invested in a woman, his brain starts prioritizing her above almost everything else. Scientists call this attentional bias, and it means she becomes the center of his focus while other details fade into the background. It's not about effort or trying hard to impress. It's a natural shift in how his brain processes information. You can see it in the little details he remembers. He recalls how you like to eat the crust of your pizza first. He brings up a story you told weeks ago, as if it just happened yesterday. He notices the change in your voice when you talk about your family, and he pays attention to how you react when you're under stress. These details stay with him because his brain has built a special place for them. What makes this even more powerful is how he uses those memories to create small yet meaningful moments of connection. He will text you on the day of your big presentation because he remembers how nervous you felt about it. He might surprise you by picking a restaurant that avoids the foods you dislike. He may even send you a picture of sunflowers simply because he knows they remind you of home. These are not flashy gestures meant to impress. They are quiet reminders that he has been paying attention and that he values what is meaningful to you. This is what separates casual interest from deep emotional investment. A man who is only somewhat interested might remember your favorite color or where you work, but it usually stops there. A man who feels deeply connected remembers the story behind why that color became your favorite, or how your job influences the way you see life. He is not just collecting facts, he is building a map of your emotional world in a space filled with distractions. This level of focus is rare. Most people forget conversations within minutes, but he carefully stores your words like treasures in what feels like his personal memory palace. When you notice this, you can be certain you are not just another person in his life. You have become his priority, the one his mind keeps returning to. That is one of the clearest signs of true love. Pattern 4, body language. The nervous system doesn't lie. When words are carefully chosen and emotions are held back, the body becomes the most honest messenger. A man may control what he says, but his body reveals everything he feels. This is why body language is one of the most reliable signals of attraction, because it slips past conscious control. The first signs are often orientation and closeness. No matter where he is in the room, his body seems to face you. His feet turn in your direction. Even when talking to someone else, he finds reasons to stand a little closer or lean in when you speak, as if something invisible pulls him toward you. This closeness isn't a plan. It's his body recognizing that you matter. Then come the grooming behaviors. He straightens his posture when you arrive. He adjusts his shirt or runs his hand through his hair without realizing it. These are instinctive attempts to show his best self, pushed by biology more than choice. They may look small, but they speak loudly if you know how to notice them. Eye contact tells an even deeper story. His gaze keeps finding you in a crowded place. During conversations, his eyes return to yours even when others are speaking. And the clearest sign is when your eyes suddenly meet. In that instant, before he can compose himself, his face softens, and a real smile flashes across his lips. That smile is natural, unguarded, and impossible to rehearse. You may also see restless hands or small fidgets. He may touch his neck, adjust his watch, or tap his fingers when you're near. This is not discomfort. It's nervous energy born from attraction, a signal that your presence is affecting him physically. Even if his words stay calm and measured, his body is constantly speaking to you. The nervous system never lies. It broadcasts truth through posture, closeness, gaze, and movement. Once you learn this silent language, you no longer have to doubt what he feels. His body will show you, even when his mind is still learning how to say it. Pattern 5. Emotional safety testing, his inner calibration. When a man starts to truly care for someone, his emotions face a quiet struggle between desire and self-protection. He wants to open his heart, but his instincts remind him that vulnerability can be dangerous. To handle this, his mind creates a series of small tests. These are not tricks or manipulations. They are unconscious ways to check if you are safe enough for him to show his full self. One of the first signs is when he shares something slightly risky. He may express an unpopular opinion or tell a story that makes him look less than perfect. Sometimes he allows his mood to dip, showing a side that is quiet, uncertain, or even raw. Each of these moments is a calibration, a way to see how you respond when he's not showing his strongest self. These small tests carry big questions. Can you handle him when he isn't confident? Can you listen without judgment when he admits a fear? Can you still respect him when he reveals a flaw? If you meet those moments with warmth and acceptance, he learns something powerful, that being close to you feels safe. This process usually unfolds slowly. At first, he might admit he's nervous about something minor. Later, he may share a childhood memory that still stings, or a personal failure he rarely mentions. With each kind response, another barrier comes down. But if you dismiss it, lecture him, or turn away, the door shuts, and may never open again. The reason runs deep in human history. For centuries, men were told survival depended on strength and control. Showing weakness meant risking status, safety, or belonging. That old programming still lives on today, which is why letting his true self show is so rare and meaningful. When you recognize this pattern, you understand these tests aren't there to annoy you. They are invitations to trust. They reveal that he wants more than surface attraction. He wants to know if his heart will be safe with you. When you respond with patience and kindness, you are not just passing a test. You are helping him reshape what vulnerability means in love. Pattern 6. Consistency over time. The reliability algorithm. The strongest proof of real love is not found in dramatic words or big gestures. It's found in consistency. Anyone can shine brightly for a little while, but true devotion shows up in steady actions, repeated day after day. A man who is serious about you doesn't keep you guessing. If he says he will call, he calls. If he makes plans, he shows up. When life becomes stressful, he doesn't disappear. Instead, he remains present, giving stability in moments when uncertainty could easily take over. Consistency doesn't mean perfection, it means reliability. It's the morning text that arrives, not from duty, but because thinking of you has become part of his routine. It's the check-in when he knows you've had a tough week. It's the steady energy he brings, whether his own day has been good or bad. Each reliable action builds trust, slowly teaching your nervous system to relax. You no longer live in constant doubt, waiting for the next message, or worrying if his feelings have changed. Instead, you feel grounded in the steady truth that he's there and that he's not looking for a reason to leave. The difference between intensity and consistency is striking. Intensity can sweep you up in waves of passion, but it often burns out as quickly as it starts. Consistency may seem quiet at first, but it builds the base for a lasting bond. It creates the safety where real closeness can grow, where two people can flourish together in a world that often mistakes chaos for passion. This is easy to overlook, but the truth remains clear. The man who keeps showing up, who makes you feel secure, who proves his care through reliability, is the man whose love is genuine. Consistency is not just a sign of devotion, it is the ground where true love takes root and grows stronger with time. Now you've seen the 6 hidden patterns that show when a man is genuinely in love. They are like emotional fingerprints, impossible to fake. The mirror effect, selective vulnerability, focused attention, body language, emotional safety testing, and consistency over time. Each one reveals something deeper than words alone. Together, they form a picture of love that is steady, trustworthy, and undeniable. Many women spend years chasing the rush of drama, mistaking chaos for passion. They are pulled toward men who run hot and cold, who leave them anxious and unsure. But real love doesn't live in confusion. Real love feels calm. It feels safe. It builds you up instead of tearing you down. The man who shows these patterns is not trying to win you over with bursts of intensity. He proves his devotion with presence, trust, and steadiness. You deserve this kind of love. You deserve to be chosen without doubt and valued without condition. You never need to settle for crumbs when an entire feast of genuine care is waiting for you. Once you recognize these patterns, you stop questioning your worth and begin expecting the kind of love that truly honors who you are. If this message speaks to you, take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments. Share this video with another woman who deserves to know the truth about love that lasts. Subscribe to join a community that believes in depth, connection, and honesty. May you never again mistake drama for devotion. May you see calm as the strongest sign of love. And may you step forward with the certainty that the right man will not leave you doubting, he will leave you sure. Real love is not loud or full of games. It is steady, patient, and clear. It is shown in the way he listens even when you do not say much, in the way he remembers small details that matter to you, and in the way he makes you feel calm when life outside may be stormy. This kind of love is not about chasing attention or proving worth. It is about two people building something safe together, step by step, day by day. That safety is what allows deeper passion to grow, not the unstable roller coaster of uncertainty. When a man loves truly, he does not make you wonder if he will stay. He does not give you mixed signals or leave you second guessing. Instead, his actions match his words. He makes time, he shows up, and he makes you feel valued without you having to beg for it. This is how you know his feelings are real. Love is not proven in a single moment, but in countless small choices made over time, each one saying, "I choose you." Many people confuse love with intensity. They chase the butterflies, the thrill, the high of someone who excites them but never gives them peace. But butterflies fade, excitement fades. What remains is the core of the bond. If the bond is built on trust, care, and consistency, it only gets stronger with years. If it is built only on drama and highs, it will collapse when life brings its lows. Real love is not about constant sparks. It is about steady warmth that never leaves. This is why the patterns matter so much. Each pattern reveals something deeper than words. The mirror effect shows alignment. Selective vulnerability shows trust. Focused attention shows care. Body language shows desire. Emotional safety testing shows depth. and consistency shows devotion. Together, they create a complete picture of love that is not temporary but lasting. These patterns are not tricks, they are truths. They are the natural ways love expresses itself when it is real. You deserve to see these truths in your own life. You deserve a love that gives you peace instead of worry. You deserve to be with someone who makes you feel safe without you having to fight for that safety. The man who truly loves you will never let you wonder if you are enough. He will show you again and again that you are more than enough. When you think about the kind of love you want, imagine the peace it brings into your life. Picture waking up without doubt, knowing the person you love is not going anywhere. Picture sharing your thoughts without fear of judgment, knowing he will listen with patience. Picture the comfort of knowing that even when life becomes hard, he will stand beside you, not just when it is easy. This is what real love feels like. It is not a rush of drama followed by silence. It is not confusion followed by short-lived reassurance. It is steady, constant, and clear. The world has taught many people to believe that love should be wild and unpredictable, that passion must be loud and chaotic to be real. Movies, stories, and even past relationships often confuse pain with passion. But pain is not love. Uncertainty is not love. Real passion does not need to break you down. Real love is not proven through tears, arguments, and endless guessing. Real love is proven in the small, consistent ways a person shows up for you. The truth is, love should feel like a safe place to land, not a storm you must fight to survive. When a man mirrors your feelings, it is because he is aligned with you. When he allows himself to be vulnerable with you, it is because he trusts you with his heart. When he gives his attention without distraction, it shows you that you matter deeply to him. When his body language leans in, when his eyes soften, when his hands reach for you naturally, it is his soul speaking without words. When he tests if he can trust you with his deepest thoughts, he is preparing to give you his heart fully. And when he stays consistent over time, he is proving that his love is not a passing phase. It is real and lasting. Every relationship will face challenges, but the difference between true love and temporary interest is in how those challenges are handled. A man who loves you truly will not run at the first sign of difficulty. He will not punish you with silence or keep you in the dark. Instead, he will work through struggles, not against you, but with you. Love is not about avoiding problems. It is about building the kind of bond where problems can be faced together. That bond can only exist when the foundation is trust, care, and steady effort. You may have experienced men who gave you mixed signals. Maybe one moment he seemed all in, and the next he pulled away. Maybe he promised you the world, then disappeared when you needed him most. Maybe he made you feel special only when it suited him. Those experiences can make you believe that love always comes with uncertainty. But that is not true. That is not love. That is confusion dressed as romance. Real love is not about highs followed by deep lows. Real love is about a steady presence that does not fade when life gets complicated. It is important to remind yourself that you are worthy of this kind of love. You are worthy of someone who shows you care, not just with words, but with actions. You are worthy of being chosen every single day, not just when it is convenient. You are worthy of being valued without needing to prove yourself again and again. Love is not about begging someone to see your worth. Love is about being with someone who already sees it and treasures it.